boys and girls? Welcome back to Backyard Buckets. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new here. Like the video if you like it at any point because it really helps video out in the YouTube algorithm. Today we're starting a new series. It's going to be previewing every NBA team before the start of the season. There's about 15 days, 14, 16, something like that. Till the start of the season, we're going to be trying to do 2 a day leading up to the December 22nd tip-off. I'm going alphabetically, so we're doing the Atlanta Hawks now. Boston Celtics will be out later. And I just did a video on the Atlanta Hawks offseason. It actually did really good. That's the reason this video will not be as long as the other ones. I think it's only going to be like 6 or 7 minutes at most. But yeah. The Hawks had a really good offseason, brought in a lot of new guys, new faces. So we'll see how the team works. But starting off with their projected starting lineup, they got obviously Trae Young, one of the better young point guards in the NBA. They also got Bogdanovic, who they signed over from the Sacramento Kings. DeAndre Hunter, who they drafted last year. John Collins, who's looking to have a good, I think it's his third or fourth year, but he's looking to have a breakout season. And then Clint Capella, who they acquired from the Houston Rockets, I think at the trade deadline. Off the bench, they got Rajon Rondo, who they signed over, obviously, from the NBA champion Lakers. Got Kevin Huerter, Cam Reddish, Danilo Gallinari, who they brought over from the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Onyeka Okongwu. Also, I could see Gallinari maybe playing the 3 and Hunter coming off the bench, but we'll see how they want to do it. Reserves, other guys that could be in the rotation, Chris Dunn, Nathan Knight, and Skylar Mays, 2 guys I think will probably start out in the G League, and Bruno Fernando. So, Fernando and Chris Dunn. They also got Solomon Hill and Tony Snell that might get some minutes earlier in the season before they bring those other guys up from the G League. But we'll see how it goes. But like I said earlier, I'm not going to get too far into that, seeing as I made a whole video about their offseason. And, I mean, it was a really good offseason. The Hawks are obviously looking to contend this season. And they've built up a really solid roster. I mean, considering they had Collins was, 13th pick. Trae was 5th. Or, well, I think technically he might have been 3rd. But he's traded for 5th, I do believe. Or maybe it was the opposite way around. Yeah, it was never mind. He was 5th. And then traded or signed the other guys in the lineup. But, yeah, my prediction for them, I could see them with some injuries and stuff happening, with guys resting more. I could see them getting up to a 9 seed. The lowest I could see them being was getting up to a 6 seed, sorry. The lowest I could see them being was a 9 seed. But, yeah, somewhere in there. I mean, I think they'll definitely make the play-in game. They'll probably have one of the bigger win differences from last year, I think is what it's called. Record differences. But I think their playoff ceiling is the first round. I don't see them getting past any of the top 4 teams in the East. The East is really a top-heavy conference, in my opinion. But it is pretty good at the top. I mean, the Western Conference Finals should be fun to watch. Or Eastern. I can't talk today. But in my opinion, the X factor of this team is John Collins. Trae Young has proven he's a superstar. Now he needs what I call the superstar role player. The Scottie Pippen. The Anthony Davis, you could say, to Trae Young. He needs his guy he can rely on to go get buckets when he's on the bench or during a cold spell, something like that. But yeah, John Collins, the X Factor, he needs to become a star in order for them to be very successful this year. But overall, I think this is a pretty interesting team. A lot of new faces. I mean, obviously, don't expect, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Don't expect their chemistry to be on bat right away. Let them play together a little bit, especially in this weird offseason. Of course, they've had a while since they've played, but they're bringing so many new guys in. But yeah, interesting team, younger team, finally ready for a playoff push. I think they'll be a fun team to watch. But one thing for them to be successful is Trey needs to live up to his expectations. Last year he got guys saying, "Oh, he's a great point guard." Some people had him in their top 3 point guards in the NBA. I mean, obviously Kyrie was out, but still. So he has to live up to his expectations of being a franchise player, being a superstar, but I think he will. He can do that pretty easily, in my opinion, and I think the Hawks will have a really good season. But yeah, that'll be all for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked at any point. Make sure to come back tomorrow for the next couple teams. I think it is the Nets and the Hornets. But yeah, liking the video really helps us out in the algorithm. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Come back later.